Hello students, so this is the second class of moving charges and magnetism. In the last class we were discussing the relation between moving charge and magnetism, right? After that we were discussing what is the magnetic field and what is the magnetic force and what are the condition to get the magnetic or to observe the magnetic force. Okay, so today we will see the magnetic field strength. So usually we indicate it by B, capital B, and it is a vector quantity, so that's why it is vector B. So what is the magnetic field strength? Okay, it is just like a electric field intensity. So we have studied electric field intensity. You know the difference between field and field intensity. Again, the same way the magnetic field and magnetic field strength. So a magnetic field the strength is to the, okay, so we should say, so which is the stronger magnetic field, which is weaker magnetic field. So if you want to say the stronger weaker, you have to measure it. So to measure that magnetic field, we have a physical quantity. So that physical quantity is called magnetic field strength. Magnetic field strength. Okay, how to define the magnetic field strength? Or there is one more word, magnetic flux density. Magnetic flux density. So in your next topic you will study the magnetic flux. At that time I can explain the complete meaning about a magnetic flux density. Okay, so now the meaning of these two words is same. So that indicate the value of the magnetic field, the quantity of magnetic field. Is it? Okay, so we have a formula. So yesterday we were discussing the magnetic force acting on a moving charge particle in terms of magnetic field. Okay, so that Fm, magnetic force, is equal to Q into V B sin theta. I am talking about this B now. Okay, if theta is equal to 90 degree, if theta equal to 90 degree, Q is equal to 1 coulomb, V is equal to 1 meter per second. So now the Fm is equal to, say if theta equal to 90, sin 90 equal to 1, V is 1, Q is 1, so this will be B. So this makes the definition of a magnetic field strength. Okay, so how to define the magnetic field strength? So magnetic field strength is equal to the magnetic force. Magnetic field strength is equal to magnetic force experienced by unit charge. Unit and 1 experienced by unit charge moving with a velocity, moving with the unit velocity in perpendicular to the magnetic field. So that is called the magnetic field strength. So how to define magnetic field strength? On the basis of these three, 1, 2, 3. So you can write this one. So you can reverse magnetic field strength is equal to the magnetic force experienced by unit charge which is moving with a unit velocity at an angle 90 degree with the field or in perpendicular to the field. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಾತಿತ್ತ ಅವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಓಕೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾ? 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ is equal to the magnetic force experienced by unit charge moving with unit velocity in perpendicular to the magnetic field. Okay, so this is the definition of magnetic field. Okay, and SI, if you are having a physical quantity, you must have a unit. So SI unit for magnetic field, SI unit for magnetic field is Tesla. The sign for magnetic field is Tesla and its symbol is capital T. Its symbol is capital T. If I write it like this, so what you can read? So you can read it as the 5 Tesla. It is the magnitude of magnetic field. Is a magnitude of magnetic field. If I write it like this, 5 small m capital T. So this is milli Tesla. Okay, so like this idri unit ee tara barta hogtirtava. Okay, and one more thing, so and already I told you the magnetic field is a vector quantity. Magnetic field is a vector quantity. So if so, what about its direction? What about its direction? So magnetic field is always directing from north to south pole. ನಾರ್ತ್ ಟು ಸೌತ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಇವಾಗ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೈರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಬರ್ದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೀಜನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಐ ಸೇ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೀಜನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ its direction. I want to indicate its direction. So usually we take the magnetic field perpendicular to the plane. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಡಿದಲ್ಲೂ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಹೆಂಗದ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೇನೋ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್, ದೆನ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ರೈಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅದ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ದು ಒಳಗೆ ಹೊಂಟದನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ಲೇನಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ಲಾತದ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಂಬಾಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಈ ಥರ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಹಿಂಗೆ. Okay, it is indicating uniform magnetic field. It is indicating uniform magnetic field perpendicular to the plane. Uniform magnetic field perpendicular to the plane. And the question, is it moving inward or outward? Okay, next mattond sala ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, sometimes we indicate it by like this. So this is a region of uniform magnetic field perpendicular to the plane. Okay, so we'll write it like this. Okay, this is one more way to represent the magnetic field. In both the case, the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane. Okay, so we use this symbol to say that is directing inward, and we say this symbol, we use this symbol to say the field is directing outward. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹಂಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ, ಯಾಕೆ ಇದೇ ಥರ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಎರೋಸ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರ, ಹೌದಾ. ಸೊ ಸಪೋಸ್, ಸೊ ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ವಿ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸೊ ಬೈ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಎರೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಏನಾಗ್ದ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಐ. ನಿಮ್ಗೇನು ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಎರೋ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತದೇನೋ, ನೋ, ಆ ಎರೋ ಮೇಲಿಂದಿರೋದು ಚುಪಾದ ಟಿಪ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಟಿಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್. Okay, we imagine there are some lines, they are coming out, there are some arrows, magnetic arrows, they are coming out. So if they are coming out normally, you can observe only the tip of those arrows. So I have drawn those tips here. So you can imagine, so these are the lines coming out, means the magnetic field is directing outwards. Okay, ಈ ಥರ ಸಿಂಬಾಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಆ ಎರೋ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೈಡ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ, ಅವಾಗ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತದ, ಹೌದಾ. ಸೊ ನಾ ಇದು 2 ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿನ, 3 ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಈ ಥರ ಎರೋಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹೀಗೆ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನ, ಈ ಥರ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಆರ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಂಬಾಲ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ arrows are directing inward. So you can getting or you can observe, you are observing the back of those arrows. You are observing the tip of those arrows. Tip of arrows means they are coming out towards you, normal to the plane. If you are observing the back means they are moving inward, you are observing that it's back. Okay, so this is normal, or you can perpendicular to the plane, perpendicular to the plane, is it, and directing inwards, perpendicular to the plane, directing inwards. Okay, this is also perpendicular to the plane, perpendicular to the plane and directing outwards, directing outwards. Okay, these two are very important symbols for the study of this topic, moving charges and magnetism. Okay, so ninne class alli we have drawn this diagram. In our yesterday class I have drawn this diagram and I was explaining about the magnetic force. And say, so the charged particle was moving in xy plane, this x axis, y axis. So that charged particle was moving in xy plane, the field was along the y axis, and we were experiencing the magnetic force along z axis. Okay, and we got an expression, Fm vector is equal to q into v cross b vector. Okay, so we can say the direction of this force as this is perpendicular to the vector, perpendicular to the plane containing these two vectors. So here, which is that plane involving the v and b? Xy is the plane that containing v vector and b vector, and this vector is perpendicular to these two. Is it? So this is the direction of magnetic force, right? Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗೈತೆ ರೀ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಲ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ by using the Fleming's left hand rule. So Fleming is a name of scientist and he invented this rule. So that's why the name is Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, according to this rule, so first you should stretch the forefinger andre tor berelu, pointing finger, and the middle finger, right, and the thumb. So we should stretch the forefinger, middle finger and thumb like this, perpendicular to each other, and you should use the left hand. So that's why the name is Fleming's left hand rule. So if you stretch these three like all of them are mutually perpendicular. So then the forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field. It indicates the direction of magnetic field, and the middle finger indicates the direction of motion. ಯಾವ್ದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲೇ? ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ರೈಟ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಉಳಿತು ಯಾವ್ದು ಇವಾಗ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೋರ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ it is magnetic force. Thumb indicate the direction of magnetic force. And all these three are always mutually perpendicular to each other. Okay, I'll ask a question. Suppose the field is like this, right? What do you understand by this diagram? So you can say this is a region of uniform magnetic field. What are its direction? Its direction is perpendicular to the plane and directing inwards. Okay, hangadre charge particle hinge untada. Ivaga charge particle hinge untada. This is charge particle. Okay, so what about the direction of force experienced by this charge particle? ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಯ್ತಂದರೆ ಅದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲೋ? ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಎಸ್ ದೇ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ದ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಇಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ತ್ರೀ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮೀ. ದ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್. Magnetic field vector is inward and velocity is like this. So what's the angle between these two now? So it is 90 degree. Is it? Okay, if so, the charge experiences the magnetic force. ಯಾವ direction magnetic force experience ಮಾಡ್ತದ? We can get it by the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, so stretch your fingers. So first ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಅದ ನಮ್ಮದು? ಫೋರ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್. ಸೊ ಫೋರ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್, right? And what about the middle finger? Middle finger indicating the direction of charge, direction of motion of charge. Motion ಈ direction ಅದ ಹಿಂಗೆ. See, or middle finger is in the direction of the charge, and this is, see, once again, this is forefinger, this is direction of charge, and see the thumb. So this is upward. So magnetic force will be in this direction here now. Is it clear? Suppose the charge is moving like this. Charge is entering the magnetic field. At what angle it is entering now? Again 90 degree. The field is inward and it is horizontal. Is it 90 degree? What about the direction of force now? Let us check. So the magnetic force, which is inward, are indicated by the forefinger. Okay, then I want to indicate the direction of charge particle, which is in this direction now. So I should turn like this, and this is, okay, see the middle finger, it is towards me. Kansatadalla nimgele. Okay, so it is towards me. And what about the force? I stretch the thumb. So thumb is in downward direction. Okay, so the force is in this direction. This is Fm. Is it clear? So suppose the charge particle is moving like this. Suppose the charge particle is moving upward direction like this, Q. What is the direction of force now? Again, hang ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Four finger diagram, four finger ಮಾಡ್ರಿ first. This is magnetic field. Okay, motion of charge particle ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ upward ಅದ. Okay, see here I stretched the middle finger which is in upward direction as the direction of charge, right? And finally this is the thumb. Okay, so magnetic field and the charge particle, and this is the magnetic force experienced by this charge particle, so the force will be like this now. So like this, so we must be able to get the direction of a magnetic force. Okay, if we give the magnetic force direction and velocity direction, so you must be capable to find the direction of magnetic field. Okay, ಈ ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಒಂದು ನೀವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾ. Okay, next this situation, right? So now in discuss ಮಾಡಿದಿವಾಗ whenever a charge is moving in presence of magnetic field, it experiences the magnetic force. Is it? Okay, now the situation is different. So in this case we are not only having the magnetic field, we are also having the electric field, and the charge is moving in that the hybrid field. So where there is the magnetic field as well as electric field like this. So ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರ್ದೆ ಏನೇನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ರೀ ಇವಾಗ ಹಿಂಗೆ. So now you are very familiar with these diagrams. So these are indicating the region of uniform magnetic field, and acting inward. Okay, and in the same region I kept two charge plates. It is positively charged and this is negatively charged. Okay, and they are at finite distance. Magnetic field ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ದಾಗದ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ನೀವು ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಈ ಎರಡು ನಡುವೆ ಏನು ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, for this we called the crossed field. So what do you mean by crossed field? The region where the both electric field and magnetic field exist perpendicular to each other. The word is very important. So here there are two keywords. Cross field ಅನ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ವರ್ಡ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾ. ಏನೋ ಎರಡು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಎರಡು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್? 90 degree perpendicular ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ. And observe here, the electric field is downward direction and the magnetic field is here like this, inward, and this is like. So what's the angle between these two? These two is 90 degree. Is it? Okay, so such a field is there. Means here is a region where both the electric field and magnetic field exist. Now we allow a charge particle. Allowed a charge particle to enter that crossed field. With a velocity v. And this is the magnetic field B vector and electric field E vector. What about the situation now? Can it experience a magnetic force or can it experience the electric force? So why does it experience electric force? Because you know the basic formula. So whenever the charge particle is in presence of electric field, it experiences the force. Is it right? And whenever the charge particle is in presence of magnetic field, the charge particle is moving and takshana with velocity v. In presence of magnetic field, a charge particle is moving in presence of magnetic field, it experiences the magnetic force. I write to substitute E for the electric force, I substitute M for magnetic force. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದ್ರಿ ಇದು? It has to experience both the forces because of both the field. Because of the electric field, it is experiencing electric force. Because of the magnetic field, it is experiencing the magnetic force. Okay, what are the net force? So I'll write F is equal to Fe plus Fm. And here this is not a algebraic addition, this is called a vector addition. Okay, the net force, the total force, the net force experienced by the charge particle, in presence of both electric field and magnetic field. So this is called the Lorentz force. See the headline, Lorentz force. ಲಾರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಇದು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟೇ, ಅವ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತದ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ದ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್ ಟು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ Lorentz. So that's why the name is Lorentz force. Okay, you may get a 1 mark question. What is the Lorentz force? Okay, you must be able to answer like the Lorentz force means it is the net force, is a net force experienced by the charged particle, net force experienced by the charged particle in presence of both electric field and magnetic field. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎರಡೂ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಾರೆಂಜ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ electric force and magnetic force explained by that charge which is moving in that crossed field, which is moving in the region where those two fields exist. And the next question is, so those two fields need not be perpendicular at all the case. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕೇನ್ರಿ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಈಸಿ ವೇ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ದ. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಟ್ ಎ 90 degree, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಸೊ ದ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ದೋಸ್ ಟು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬದ್ರೆ ಮುಗಿದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ ರೀ. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್. Substitute the value of Fe and Fm. The total force is equal to Fe means Q into E plus Fm means Q into V cross B. Say all the are in vector notations. We can't write the vector notation on the Q because which is the scalar quantity. If I take the Q common, which is in both the term, so here it is electric field vector plus into bracket for the remaining terms V vector, velocity vector into B vector, magnetic field vector. So this is the equation of Lorentz force, very important. F equal to Q into E plus V cross B. So you may get a question, write the expression for Lorentz force. So ನೀವು ಈ ಥರ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾ, you should explain where Q is the charge on the particle, E is the electric field in that region, V is velocity of that particle, B is the magnetic field in that region. Magnetic field strength ಅನ್ಬೇಕು, electric field intensity. So it is electric field value, it is magnetic field value, this is the velocity and this is the magnitude of charge. So this is called the Lorentz force. Okay, and the next point is magnetic force on current carrying conductor. Okay, ಆಗಲೇ ನಾವೇನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ magnetic force Fm is equal to Q V B sin theta. What is this? This is a magnetic force on that moving charge in presence of magnetic field. So now we have to study the same thing, that is magnetic force only, but on the current carrying conductor. Okay, let us assume, so this is the uniform magnetic field, this is the uniform magnetic field. What are its direction? It is directing inward, right? Okay, now we are having a current in this region, we are having a conductor, ಒಂದು ವೈರ್ ಅದ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾಪರ್ ವೈರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ವೈರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ಲತ್ತದ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ಲತ್ತದ. ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ಲತ್ತದ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅಪರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ಲತ್ತದ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲತ್ತವ. ಸೊ ವೆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ದೇರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲತ್ತವ? ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ಲತ್ತವ? ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲತ್ತವ. So whenever a charge is moving in presence of magnetic field, it experiences a magnetic force, and there are such a lot of charges are moving in presence of magnetic field. So we count it as the current. So charges per second, 1 second ದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, we should explain the magnetic force in terms of I now. Actually what we have studied in our last class, we explained the magnetic force in terms of that charge particle Q, in terms of the charge Q. Now I want to write the same thing in terms of I. Is it clear? Okay, so let us see. Here N, we use the N. So you use the same symbol in the third topic to say the electron density. Electrons ಅಥವಾ charge density, not only electrons. We say this is charge density, means charges per unit volume. ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಪರ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಪರ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್, ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ which is in the magnetic field, Okay, I want to write this one also. So what's the B here? Magnetic field strength. Magnetic field strength. So if I can write it in vector notation also. So B is the magnetic field strength and N is the charges per unit volume and L is the length of the conductor. Okay, and A is equal to cross sectional area. Cross sectional area of conductor. Cross sectional area of the conductor. And capital V, this is volume of the conductor. Volume of the conductor, VD. So you know this symbol. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಹಿಂಗಂದ್ರೆ this is drift velocity of the charges. ಎಲ್ಲಿದಾವ್ರಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ charges? The charges are in that wire, in that conductor. Okay. Next, okay, I want to get the number of charges in the conductor. Total number of charges in the conductor. Where is that conductor? Conductor is in presence of magnetic field. I have shown you by that diagram. Okay. Now I want to get the total number of charges. Total number of charges. Okay. How to calculate this? We know this quantity. What is this? Charges per unit volume. 1 meter cube daga n number charges irtava. Like this. 1 meter cube ada anta ankolri ida. 1 meter cube daga ಎಷ್ಟು ಇದಾವ n number charges ಇದಾವ. So now this is 2 meter cube. ಎಷ್ಟು charges ಇರ್ತಾವ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ n, ಇಲ್ಲಿ n. Total ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತಾ? 2n. Suppose it is a 3 meter cube. ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು? 3n. So was a total conductor ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದ ರೀ? Total conductor is V volume. Okay. 1 meter cube ದಾಗ n ಅದಾವ. 2 meter cube ದಾಗ 2n ಅದಾವ. n meter cube ದಾಗ V meter cube ದಾಗ n into V. Okay. Like 1 meter cube ದಾಗ n charges. 10 meter cube ದಾಗ n into 10. 20 meter cube ದಾಗ n into 20. Total V ಅದ ರೀ. ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತಾ? The volume is V meter cube. ಇದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇದು V meter cube into n. So these are the total number of charges. N into volume. Is it? Okay, how to write that volume? So we don't know the volume exactly here, but we know the length of the conductor and cross sectional area. Okay, area into length ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ volume ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ? Okay, volume ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Length, suppose it is a length, breadth, height like this. Right? Length, breadth, height. Okay, so ನಾ ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನ? ಇದೆರಡು ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು area ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದೇನ. And this is length. So volume is equal to length into area. Length into area and n as it is. Okay. So this is total number of charges. Total number of charges. Next the question is total charge moving in that conductor. Total charge moving in that conductor at that instant. Okay, is equal to total number of charges yes to n l a. This is the total number of charge. Each charge carrying the charge q or e. So ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದರಲ್ಲೂ ಏನದ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ e ಅದ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ e ಅದ ರೀ. 2 ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ 2e, 3 ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ 3e. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಥವು ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಇದಾವೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ? ಸೊ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಸ್ NaL. ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಅ ನಂಬರ್. n ಇಂಟು a ಇಂಟು l ಮಾಡಿದಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈಚ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ e ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ, e ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ e into NLA. Okay, so you can write it. So I will give the symbol. This is the charge in that conductor in presence of magnetic field is NeAl. NeAl. Is it right? Okay, ಯಾಕೆ ನಾ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ? ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಈಗ ತೊಗೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರ್ದ್ವಾ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ Fm is equal to Q into V B sin theta. So this is the term we derived for a single charge quantity q. Okay, here the number of charged particles and they are having the charge this much now. Is it right? Okay, now substitute this value in this equation. So again ಆಗ್ತದಾ? Fm is equal to, instead of this q I will write this entire term. So this is NeAl. Is it right? And the next term is VB sin theta, VB sin theta. was a V. V means velocity of that charge. And here in this conductor, the electrons are moving. The electrons are the charged particles, and the moment of charged particle is the particular velocity. We call it as a drift velocity. Here we consider the velocity of that charges as a drift velocity. Okay. Next one. Rearrange the terms N, E, A as it is. I will write the VD first. Next, L, B, sin theta. L, B, sin theta. Okay. ಏನು ಹಿಂಗಂದ್ರೆ NEA VD, NEA VD. So that will give you the amount of current. So you have derived this in this equation in chapter number 3, current electricity. Number of charges per unit volume, charge on charge on the each particle, area of cross section of the conductor, drift velocity. That will give you the current. Okay. So this 1 2 3 4 ಇವು 4 ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ I ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಉಳಿತೇನ್ರಿಲೆ L ಅದ, B ಅದ, sin theta ಅದ. Write it as it is, L B sin theta. So this is the expression for magnetic force. On a conductor carrying current in presence of a magnetic field. Okay. And see here, this is a sine function, sin theta, and there are two vectors. ಯಾವ್ದು vector ಇಲ್ಲಿ? I vector ಏನು? Current is a scalar quantity. What are the length? So we take length as a vector quantity here. So henge, so if this is the magnetic field, okay, and the current, this is a conductor carrying current in upward direction, having length L. We used to take this L as the vector quantity. Okay. And you may ask, so if length is a vector quantity, then what is direction here? So we should consider the direction of current as a direction of length. Okay. So if you measure like 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter, like this, if you measure the length of conductor, we say this is the direction of the length, because we are measuring the direction of current, right? So ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಲ್ಲ, ಲೆಂತ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನೀವು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದ. ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ. ಬಿ, ಸೊ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಇದು ವೆಕ್ಟರು. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾದರೆ ಇವೆರಡರ ನಡುವೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅದ, ಅವೆರಡರಿಂದ ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಂದದ. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. So I can write it like Fm is equal to I as it is, which is scalar quantity. I'll write L cross B. So this is the magnetic force on a current carrying conductor in terms of vector notations or vector form. This is in terms of magnitude form. This is only magnitude and this is a vector. Okay. So ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಫರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು? QVB sin theta ಬಂತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ILB sin theta ಬಂತು. Is it clear? So what we did here? So we are considering a current carrying conductor. It is in presence of magnetic field. Okay. So first we checked, so what are the number of charges in that conductor? So we calculated N into volume. So N is in per meter cube. So for V, that will be NV, and we write the volume as L into A. Later we want to calculate the charge on that entire conductor. So number of charges NLA into charge on single charge particle, that will give you NEAL. Okay. We got the value of Q. We substitute this value in our previous equation. QVB sin theta is our basic equation. Instead of Q, we have written this thing NEAL, and VD B sin theta. Okay. What is the V? So V is the velocity of that particle, and here we consider the velocity, but its name is drift velocity, because we are considering it for the drifting of electron. That drifting, that's why the current is generating there. Okay. So next NEA, L ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ದ್ವಿ, VD ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ದ್ವಿ, right? LB sin theta, right? Okay. NEA VD ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಇದು as it is LB sin theta. Now the equation is ILB sin theta. Current in the conductor, length of the conductor in the magnetic field B, and was a theta. Theta is the angle between L and B. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಇವಾಗ? ಸೊ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಯಿತು? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೊಂಟದ? ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೊಂಟದ. ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ ಎರಡು ನಡುವಿನ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಇಟ್ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ 90 ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಸ್ದಾಗ 90 ಇರಬೇಕಂತ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ or the angle between L and B. What are the direction of the force? What is the direction of force? It is perpendicular to the plane containing L and B. Containing L and B. Is it clear? Okay. So here also we can use the Fleming's left hand rule. We can use the Fleming's left hand rule. I will write it. Okay. So this is the Fleming's left hand rule, in which we stretch the three finger, forefinger, ತೋರ್ಬೆರಳು, ಮಿಡಲ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್, ಮಧ್ಯ ಬೆರಳು, ಥಂಬ್, ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳು. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಹಿಡಿದಿರಬೇಕಾ. ಅವಾಗ ಫೋರ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಈ ಕಡೆ ನೀವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಉಳಿದಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ಗೆ ನಾ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ಬೋದು. ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ current. Direction of current, and the thumb as it is the direction of magnetic force. Okay, and here, so this is, what is this? This is the direction of magnetic field directing inward and perpendicular to the plane, and there is a wire. There is a wire. It is carrying current I. It is carrying current I. Can it experience the magnetic force or not? There is a motion of charge. It is influenced the magnetic field. It has to experience the magnetic force. ಆ ವೈರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳ್ತಿರ್ತದ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ ಫ್ಲೇಮಿಂಗ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೂಲ್. ಸೊ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ದ ಫಿಂಗರ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೋರ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೆಂಗದ? ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ದ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ದ ಫಿಂಗರ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ force? What is the force? It is by the thumb, and see my thumb, it is in this direction. So magnetic field inward by the forefinger, and current is upward by the middle finger, and this is the magnetic force. So this is the direction of force now, magnetic force. So by this way you can get the direction of magnetic force on the charged particle by taking the Q, or on the current carrying conductor by considering ILB sin theta. Okay, so it is about the current carrying magnetic force on current carrying conductor. Okay, so we'll continue the further thing in our next class. Thank you.